to Onesies, a podcast of onesies and wonders and blunders. My name's Andrew,
My name is Emily.
and we are discussing episode 6 of the 1995 CBS sitcom
High society.
High Society. Okay, so this is Faith Prince's last episode, we think?
We think.
We hope. Okay, so I'll wait, but there was the moment where this could have become my favorite show. But this episode is called The Naked and the Deadline, as in the naked and the dead, presume because it's a noirish book cover, but it doesn't make any sense. There's no
nudity.
promise of naked, but we don't get him. He does not. That's in between.
Oh, you mean the sex worker that she hires? Yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with sex work. It's 1995 in CBS. And they don't explicitly say it, but that's what it is, right?
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Hey, at least it wasn't like the son's friend or the son. The son was the first. Yeah, wait a second. I just made the show better. Okay, so you're agreeing that it would have been better.
I'm not agreeing. I'm not.
So much more to talk about. But yes, so the episode opens with Faith Prince's character, Val, walking around the apartment singing a religious hymn or some shit.
It's not a hymn necessarily, but it's some obnoxious song about the flood. Not the Gilgamesh flood, the Bible flood.
The Bible flood.
Which is, I guess, the Gilgamesh flood too, but whatever.
It annoys
Ellie.
Jean Smart, Ellie.
Who, it's almost a comedy beat where she's kind of walks up behind Faith Prince, Val, and with her arms out to choke her. And then Mary McDonnell calls from somewhere unseen, Ellie, to stop her. Almost a comedy beat. Almost.
However,
that is not the show we're watching.
My heart of hearts, I was like, what if she pushes her over the edge? And that's just what the show becomes.
She's murdering people. Yeah.
It does not. Okay. So we then have the opening credits.
Some commercials.
One starring Sean Hatausi in the Hallmark commercial, who I believe just won an Emmy.
Oh.
Yes, he was in The Faculty, Outside Providence. He was on Southland. He's quite the actor, but he was doing a heartfelt Hallmark commercial that I caught the end of. Okay.
One was a Steven Seagal movie.
I saw that too. And I was thinking, what about that era that they were just like, fuck it, we're just going to start showing any movie that came out in the theater on TV one night a week.
Mr. Emily has very fond memories of Under Siege. He was just the right age when, a woman jumping out of the cake showing her boobies was like everything. It was like the coolest thing in the world. But that's another movie. That's not the movie that was advertised, and that is not what we are talking about on this episode. Sorry.
No. Okay. So what we are instead talking about is this sequence where Mary McDonnell comes in. Is this where she makes the joke about Diana Ross? Or yes. So it's pretty funny because she tells this, it's a misogynoir joke about Diana Ross because it refers to the color of her skin and her plastic surgery. So it is.
I didn't notice the skin color remark.
It's something about the texture of the thing, but it's fucked up. And I'm like, who the hell are they going to say it is? And it's why would you say that about Diana Ross? What the fuck did Diana Ross do to you in 1995? It also leaves a big, question mark over Mary McDonnell's head. Good thing she's not going to be shitty to a black woman later in the episode. Oh, wait! And she's going to comment on her appearance. Yay, I love this show. Thank you, Emily.
Let's get a black woman in. Let's get a black woman in and give her lines just to have her get shit on.
Yep. Give her a line, I believe.
Well,
Is
She's
there
getting
the
paid.
first
She's
black
getting paid a little bit
person
more.
on this show?
I think so.
Cool. 1995 CBS, folks.
1995 in New York City. Come on, how many black people could there have been? I mean, you've seen Friends.
I've seen Friends.
They've also did not have black people. You've seen
Wait,
Seinfeld.
Seinfeld. Good God.
Yeah, yeah.
Not
Come on.
until
What Aisha Tyler came on to
1998, yeah,
Friends.
as the black girl, and then they never had another black character again, right? It's fine. Anyway, so we then have this long, unfunny sequence where Ellie is
Oh
pretending she's
yeah.
going out of town. Like, it's 7 minute. It's like we're endlessly into this fucking episode by the time this is resolved. But
It's a long scene that sets up the plot. Like it's too long to be
yeah,
setting up the plot.
and what Ellie is telling,
So she first starts with, I'm going out of town with this man I barely know. There's some jokes about what is his name. There's about them having sex all the time, whatever. Um, then it's, I'm sick. And some of the symptoms of me being sick are that I can't write.
and I lie,
And I
which is
lie.
okay. So this is
And
arguably Gene Smart's best episode.
is it?
I
Ooh.
would say yes, because we still don't have we only had one drink, I believe.
Uh-huh. Mary
Is that
McDonnell.
right? Mary McDonald, but no, she gives it to
She
Gene
gives it to
Smart
Ellie, yeah.
because they're bonding. It's like we gave up the drinking, but we could bring back the sun fucking. Very weird stuff. So they like try to get out of the apartment. They can't get out of the apartment. Does the sun interrupt it?
So a couple of things. One, there's the setup going out of town. Oh wait, no, I'm very ill. Is all to the point that Gene Smart has not finished the book and the deadline is today.
And it is called jury duty.
And it's called jury duty.
No, hung
But
jury. Hung jury.
sure. But
It is.
I believe you. But she also hasn't written any of the book
No.
because she has writer's block.
Yes.
And this is the whole setup.
Yes.
But the sun comes in, distracts them, or distracts Ellie anyway. And
he is in a 6-year-old rich kid's tennis outfit. Like he's in
yeah.
shorts.
This is where they make the 69 joke.
Yes.
He got a number 68 on his shoulder on his lapel, and Gene Smart says, "Oh, just +1." Meh. And I was like, "Ew." Like it's so juvenile and weird, but also ew.
Mary McDonald's like, "Thank you for being such a good person around my friends."
Yes, that I was like, this is creepy. This speaks to like, I'm gonna make a big leap, but I bet you'll appreciate it. This is like Jeffrey Epstein shit. This is like, oh, you're so tolerant of my creepy friends. And it's like, ew. Like, this is what rich people do. Rich people think it's okay to act like this. Ew.
Emily, it's not just rich people. That's why rich people act like this. This is how people in a patriarchal society such as ours act.
Gross.
Yeah.
So he leaves.
He leaves.
He leaves, and I think we go to commercial break, right?
We either go to commercial
Mary
or
McDonnell,
we go to the office.
Mary McDonnell is concerned that Peter, her business partner, is going to be really upset that she can't finish the book.
Yes, and we do have an interesting moment. It's funny, we don't really ever talk about this show in terms of passing Bechdel because it so rarely does. But I guess I would argue that this conflict Mary McDonnell has where she is potentially okay, so the pilot makes it sound like her husband had the money, he had the press, she's got to keep it afloat. I thought the pilot had Ellie not being able to do her book too. but I forget.
I don't
We've
remember that.
retconned a little with the rich people episode last time. Was that last time? Mary McDonnell's rich.
Well, her mother is clearly wealthy.
At one point, though, in this
Uh,
episode, Val says something like, I'm just like you. And she's like, You're nothing like me. I'm rich. And
yeah,
it's just like, if this is Gene Smart's best episode, this is the episode where I hated Mary McDonnell the most. She's not likable in any capacity, though she does in this scene go, this could ruin my business. I don't care. I'm your friend. Let's figure this out. I want to
yeah,
support. So
yeah.
that is as cool as this show probably will ever be, unless they start killing people, in which case it'll at least be better.
But to the defense of your argument about her being an asshole, I don't really believe that she actually cares about her friend. I do believe that she's just saying that. She does go through some extremes, though.
But you're
So
right, she does not. Well, no, and those extremes are about getting Ellie to try to write. She does
yeah,
not. Okay,
she
well,
doesn't support when. So we'll get
we're
to the
gonna have to get
point.
into it. I
Yeah,
just yes, because we're forgetting that the show really actually needs to remind us that it does hate women by the end, and that we're not objectifying them enough. So we need to move along a bit. Okay, so we go to the office. David Raish comes in, or no,
nope.
first Stefano,
Stefano, the B plot. I'm using finger quotes here.
the B plot scene.
The 2 minutes of another plot that goes
He
nowhere
comes
and
in
means nothing.
with his.
His turtleneck kind of
Have
up
I?
over his
Okay,
face.
I could say something very risque that you would not like right now, but this show should be about Stefano the son and Ellie, and that's the love triangle. Okay, so
Except the son is underage, so we would not want that.
I forget because the actor playing the son is not underage.
Yes.
Because it's a boy, and they were like, that wouldn't be appropriate. Oh, yes, let's get Brooke Shields over there with the 45-year-old. She's 10. It's okay. Newsweek says she's fuckable.
She's in Playboy. That's fine.
Fine. We're counting down.
This is not an indictment on Brooke Shields, by the way.
No, not at all. She's going after the South Park guys. She's a hero to me right now.
Good.
Okay. So Stefano's got a zit. Ellie tells him, or Dot tells him
Dot.
it's fine. David
Which,
Rafe
by
makes
the
fun of
way,
him.
I don't know if it's the quality of what
Mhm.
we're watching.
You
Cannot
didn't
see it.
see it. You can't see it.
Can't see it.
Can't see it.
It's not there.
No.
Dot convinces him it's no big deal. He's like, of course it's no big deal. I'm Italian. It's perfect. Blah, 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 blah. A lot of references
Yeah,
to
yeah.
Italy in this scene. So stupid. And then David Raish comes in and he's like, holy shit, Stefano, that's a giant zit you've got. But by this point, even though he was super self-conscious about it 15
Mhm.
seconds ago, he blows him off and he's like, Stefano's perfect. And leaves.
No, he
Um,
says the zit will be gone tomorrow. You're gonna have that face forever.
yeah,
And David
whatever.
Raish is like, oh, and it won't be gone tomorrow though. Boo. We then get David Raish setting up the other B plot that never was. The publisher's in trouble because they just lost a major client or something. It doesn't make any sense and it doesn't go anywhere.
Like, no, one person who wrote a book who's a politician who is like old and I don't remember his name, um, has had some scandal that's never really mentioned. It's like, have you seen the news? We can't publish this guy's book. And the second person has defected to another publisher.
Oh, okay.
And then he's like, but it's okay because Ellie's new book is due today. It's gonna be great. Again, Mary McDonnell is like, actually, no, she's got writer's block. But they don't call it writer's block. They just say she's blocked, which makes me think she needs like more fiber in her diet. But um then there's just a little like, she's blocked. Yeah, she's blocked. And this is when Mary McDonnell is like, but she's my friend and I'm gonna help her through it.
And this is when we then get the montage.
Then we get a montage. They're back in the apartment. I need you to explain this to me because I'm dumb. 1995.
Yes.
She set up a computer in every room in the house.
Yes.
So when inspiration strikes, she can sit down and start typing away. How does that work? In 1995, it would just,
Without home
without cloud.
networking,
Yeah,
or the cloud, you presumably would write an independent document on any of the computers.
that's what I
And
thought.
yeah,
And then have to,
Stefano would have to put it together while Ellie's like breaking up his parents' marriage or something, and like that's that plot line. Yeah,
okay.
so it's stupid. It's also in Dott's apartment. So it's very just like
Even though Ellie spent all of last episode getting this rich people apartment, we're never going to see it, are we?
we're never gonna see it. We might not even ever acknowledge that she lives in that building in this level of television program. Um, so especially if we soft boot with Faith Prince leaving. So yeah, so we're gonna get this like she's trying to write, things are bad. There's an almost good moment that's it's poorly directed and Mary McDonnell's terrible in it. But like Ellie's very happy with what she's writing, and Mary McDonnell's like, if it weren't, it was just as good as when Jacqueline Suzanne wrote it.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, so there is actually a comedy about a high profile trash romance novelist and her madcap adventures. And fucking A, it might have starred Gene Smart. But
Yeah.
like Mary McDonnell, I mean, this is just a shitty show. Like the stuff that there's one moment in this show where Mary McDonnell, I'm like, oh God, that was good. She looks like she's being held hostage. And the rest of it is just like this affected, like, let's do a take and be done with this type of thing. And it's kind of, I mean, we talked about camp and this again it feels very much like she's not in this to do comedy. She's in this.
No. So in this montage scene, she one puts a computer everywhere. This I think it's the second thing because I want to wait for the sex worker guy. But she has this device that's supposed to like the light. It's
Yes.
supposed to stimulate your brain in a way, and it looks like headgear. Like if you
Yeah.
had braces ever, it looks like headgear. Um, this was the first time that I was like I could see not Joanna Lumley, sorry, Jennifer Saunders as Eddie doing this, explaining, like having this written exactly the same, except her daughter would be sitting there laughing at her and like, what are you doing? Just exasperated. What are you doing? And Jennifer Saunders explains what this device does while wearing it and looking stupid. And like, come on, darling, don't you know what it is? And then like Mary McDonnell does this like comedy beat again where she's like, oh, this light is actually very relaxing. And then she like falls over the couch, the back of the couch. I saw this happening. I mean, not literally in my mind on AbFab. It was like, oh my God, Jennifer Saunders could have made this so much better. Like, this is so bad because whether Mary McDonnell's not willing to or the show just wasn't written for it, like you have to be willing to look stupid. You have to be willing to say stupid shit and have people ridicule you if you want to make it funny. The whole thing could have been delivered differently, exactly as written, and it would have been funnier. So either a bad acting choice, bad choice for the writers, bad choice for the producers to have it be this way. But I think old money people can be just as stupid as new money people. So, like, I don't know. Anyway, it was really frustrating to me. But the third thing is she brings in what was his name?
I don't know. He's a bodybuilder.
He's a big buff guy in a t-shirt. He flexes for her, and Mary McDonnell says, "You can have him when you're done writing."
And Gene Smart goes, right, right,
And she's
right.
like, yeah, she's like cartoon wolf, eyes popping out of the head, tongue rolling out. except not as funny.
Yeah.
Um, and that's again when I thought Patsy could have done it better, but whatever. And do we go to another commercial break? I
Yeah,
forget. I
I think
literally just watched
so.
it.
And then when we come back, we have a heart to heart where Ellie's like, I don't want to do another book. Like, I've never had writer's block before. I'm just scared. I don't want to go out not being number one.
Yeah. She's like, let's go out when I'm on the top.
Yeah. And
And
Ellie's like, or Dot's like, at this point, I think I would argue is as supportive as she's going to be
mhm.
of that decision. Though again, she's immediately going to undermine it and try to, but it's okay because at that point, it's not about money anymore. It's about,
It's
um,
about her personality changes and she's just trying to get her friend back. Right?
oh,
We cut.
I mean, I was also going to note that we're going to have to talk about what they do with Gene Smart's appearance in the latter half of the episode. Um, and how much that just so fucking dumb. Okay, but yeah, so David Raish comes over. He has like I don't know, a scene, whatever. Ellie's like, but no, Ellie comes down the stairs. That's right. He comes over. She's in her Joey Heatherton phase, which I meant to look up but did not. Do you know what that means?
Yeah, she was like a sex bomb in the 60s, some sexy lady. But the physical appearance, her hair is very similar.
Okay, but
But I don't get the reference beyond that.
yeah, because I mean, maybe what Joey Heatherton's hair looked like in the 90s when she was trying to
Yeah.
do her 60s cut. Because, yes, they say that. And I'm like waiting for something like that. And instead, you get Gene Smart coming down in a big poofy wig, presumably.
It looks like a Patsy wig, you know, when Patsy was essentially trying to be Ivana Trump. Um, but it's a little bit more helmety.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
she's wearing like a bathrobe.
But a
And she
fancy, elegant robe.
But yeah, so she then goes down, sits down, and like is very passive. And
Calm, relaxed,
yep.
pleasant.
And
Uh, the, and she says, I'm done writing. I'm not going to be a writer anymore. And David Raich says something like, well, if you ever want to get into writing again, you've always got a place with us. Exit, exit. The sun comes back out and says hello to her, like walks past her. She, without comment, he's shocked, turns around, says hello, but like, hello, which is noted by Mary McDonnell, to which Gene Smart says, oh, I said hello back, but there's no
Not Wiley
groping.
Coyote,
There's no
Sylvester the
groping.
Cat or
There's
whatever.
no like rubbing on him. There's none of
No.
that. And the son kind of leaves. Then Faith Prince comes back out and she's singing the
Singing.
same song, different verse. And you kind of see Mary McDonnell like perk up, like, oh, this is going to get her back to normal, right? In this very brief minute long scene, we've seen many of the characteristics that Ellie has been portraying completely out the window. So clicks that, oh, this is going to set her off. No, Ellie starts singing along to this song.
Yep.
And Mary McDonnell is sitting there non enthusiastically clapping along while they sing.
Yep.
Cut to
Department
department store?
store? Department store set we borrowed from whatever
Who
else was on
knows?
CBS. So this is because you had noted that Patty von Schlagen was going to be in it, Kitty von Richtenhauser or whatever the hell her
Yeah.
name is.
Yeah.
And so I've
The
been
one,
waiting for that.
folks, the one with the boob job they were making fun of in the last episode or two episodes ago.
Yeah, and I commented, do we think we're going to get any reference to that? And you were like, no, we do not. It's incredibly weird trying to picture the character as portrayed as someone who would be boobing it up in a fashion spread. It's hilariously just bad because
And
it's about you.
they could have made up a name.
Yeah, they they
They could have
did.
made up a name. They could have made up a second name.
No, what? A second name?
A
Not until they
second
get
rich
not,
person name.
not until they get that back seven order, back eight order. Come on, we're not going to make up it. They came up with Val. Come on,
They could have made up
Emily,
a
go
second
on.
name. They could have used I mean, not that they could have afforded a guest star, but like some
Sorry,
other romance author that people know to be like a kind of like a rival to do the exact same thing that Tippy von Schlager,
they could have
whatever her
had
name is.
Dora Nauberts as a
Yeah,
character.
Dora Nauberts, that would have been great. They could have had somebody,
They could, yes, they could have
but
made
no.
any better choice.
Yeah.
Okay,
So they go to the department store. This is
yes,
where Mary McDonnell is shitty to the shoe
Black Lady,
person,
yes.
the shoe salesperson who's a black lady in this one scene. I think she goes away and we don't see her again
She's
after
not a
this.
salesperson. She's somebody looking at the shoe.
Oh, was she?
Yeah, she's just another customer.
Oh,
Mary
oh,
McDonald's like,
oh.
oh, are
That
you gonna
makes it.
take those? And the lady's like, yeah, I was here first. I'm gonna take them. And she's like, well, they're not gonna fit your big fucking feet.
Yeah, she's like if those are a seven or those are a nine if my your giant Godzilla feet have anything to say about it. And it's like, what?
Yeah,
Bitch.
no, no.
Okay.
Mary McDonald's is Dot's just a fucking racist. Ha, ha, ha.
Imagine a rich white
Imagine.
lady in Manhattan.
Just being a shitty racist. Can't with
A
that
wasp.
son,
A wasp too.
with that son though, who
Yeah.
could imagine? Okay. So, but then she goes and whispers behind
Some
these
people.
people who all get a line each at least.
Oh, that's right. They do.
They all are getting paid here. It's incredible. This is the
Yes.
biggest budget episode ever. So they she Ellie's sitting there. Ellie is now in a very Ellie looks like Jackie O if Jackie O had lived in 95 or something, right? Like it's
Yeah. Yeah.
elegant, but it is an outfit for
They're like
like,
feathers. She's got a
yeah.
hood. She's got sunglasses because she's so famous.
Yes, it's like, yeah, I don't know. But Dot then goes over and whispers behind people, oh, isn't that the famous author Nora Roberts? And they go, yes, it is. Is it? So then these adoring fans go over and tell Ellie what a great writer she is. It's community theater. Like
Yes.
it's embarrassingly poorly executed. I wanted to
Yes.
look up the names of the actors who were promised better parts on CBS and to see if any of them maintained a career. Like, it's just god awful. And then, but Ellie's not fake. She's like, I don't want to be bothered by people. Can we just go?
Yeah.
And then enter Tippy von Schlager, and they're like, oh, I've quit writing. What's up with you? What's up with you? Would have been the perfect thing to comment on her boobs. Like,
Oh, yes. Let's talk about that. So this is the woman whose boob job they were making fun of in the previous episode. And she comes in. She is an elegant, like, presumably old money woman with like a sleek, nope, maybe not a sleek bob. Um, but like she's very well put together. She speaks with the same affectation that Mary McDonnell does, which is why I thought maybe she was old money. And they start getting and also she's rail thin and is covered up, but also it's noticeable that she does not have a giant boob job. Like and I yeah. Anyway, this is the same person allegedly. Whatever. They start getting catty with one another,
Ellie and Tippy.
Ellie and Tippy.
With the amusing, because we've heard a lot of book titles this episode of Ellie's previous works, and we do in this scene too. And it's very clear no one ever wrote down a list of book titles. The
Yeah.
show Bible for this show, pretty bad, it appears. So Tippy says, "Oh, it's too bad you're not going to write another version of your first book." And I'm
It must be
like,
so hard to come up with a new title and a new names for the same book you wrote 20 years ago or
yeah.
whatever.
And I'm
It was
like,
really funny.
that's kind of a funny vibe. Like, we have
Yeah.
not explored that at all. Like, because the previous to this episode, we thought Ellie was like a Nora Roberts type. This episode, she writes like samurai sex robot and like,
Schlocky romance
yeah, it's very
stuff.
strange. Some
But
of the titles.
it's hard to tell because at large, I think the literary community has a negative opinion about romance novels. I am not a romance reader myself, but this does seem like on the schlocky end of romance.
It does. And when Val makes fun of a title at the first one, she's like, "Oh, I really loved your last one, blah, 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 blah." And it was something super schlocky. I'm like, is that supposed to be what it was? Or is Val just making a joke about it being a fucking romance novel?
Yeah,
So it's
it's hard to
unclear.
tell,
But
but
during that scene, the fans are listing off these absurdly titled books.
yeah.
So apparently, Emily and I just thought too hard about the fucking script. Jerks. Okay, so haters. So they keep yelling at each other for a while, and then Ellie somehow tells her off and is like, "I'm gonna write a fucking book."
Yeah.
And she's like, "Let me
Mary
out of here."
and Mary McDonnell sits down. Oh, one thing that was funny but kind of went unnoticed is while they're fighting, like the other people are like moving away as if things are going to turn like it's going to turn into a
Mhm.
scuffle. Even Mary McDonnell walks around to the front of the couch because they're arguing behind a couch while people are trying on shoes. And while they're arguing, you see the background actors like whispering to each other and like pointing and looking and watching as it's happening. But it goes completely uncommented upon. I thought it was kind of funny that these two ladies could turn hair pulling and stuff like that. I thought that was kind of funny,
I mean,
but
we
it doesn't
saw
do that.
that. It does not. We saw that in the Stefano
Yes.
standoff, which had they just licensed some Ennio Morricone, they could have made into something special there. Okay, so we then
So
have
Mary McDonald's sitting on the couch. She's got shoes. She's like,
she's
I'll
gonna get
take this. And then Tippy
Tippy.
comes walking from the where she had left. And she's like, I'll take a pair too, please.
No, no, it's the last pair, so Tippy gets them. So Mary McDonald's not
Right.
getting shoes from anybody today, and she's
And then
paying
they're
for
going to go to some other fashion house and she's going to be bought the entire collection. That's a lot of money for doing her a favor. So this is where we realize that she has been bought and all of that was staged in order to get Ellie into a stage. But do you recall what book Ellie's going to write? A book about a stuck up wealthy woman who thinks her life is perfect but realizes that her husband is a woman.
That's right. And we missed some fat jokes earlier.
Oh, yeah. Fat jokes, transphobia. This is great.
Hey, I didn't pick this fucking show. I picked Miss Marvel, and all that did was show you a better world and, make you want to cry. This show makes me want to cry sometimes. Like
Mm.
right now. Oh my God, I forgot
Aw.
about that. I forgot about the book. And the entire room cheers. And then
Yes.
we are gonna freeze frame out on Mary McDonnell, like getting the bill, but it's okay because Ellie's back. Dun 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 dun. Ooh.
Um, then, yeah, that's the end. So next week, I believe, Faith Prince will not be present. Clearly, like the last three episodes, she has had nothing to do. Um, so I mean,
Quiet
interested is
as
maybe a
show.
strong word, but I'm interested to see how that plays out. Do they mention it? Is it just
Did
a
she ever exist? because she doesn't have to have ever existed.
That's true.
Nobody on this show theoretically ever needs to have existed. They can take out any of these characters and replace them. And I'm including Mary McDonnell and Jean Smart.
Yeah.
Cool. What's it called? Do you have the
Next week's episode is called Finnegan's Rainbow. This is where we get our first guest star, Barry Bostwick. Oh, I can tell you're excited. You're dancing around.
Barry
Dott
Bostwick's a hack.
Dott falls in love with a motivational speaker, Barry Bostwick.
Oh my God. I'm sorry.
So
Mary
you are
McDonnell.
looking forward to this. I can
I'm sorry,
tell.
Barry McDonnell. We went from Kevin Costner to old man Robert Redford, young old man Robert Redford, and now the Bost. Cool.
I'm looking forward to it. I will not watch it twice.
I cannot believe I'm saying this. At least on Sex and the City, when they got disposable boyfriends, they were hot, right? Not the main ones. They were sexual predators who
I never
defense.
I've never seen an episode of Sex.
Can you ask Mr. Emily? He's in the other room watching it right now.
Mr. Emily has, because he was in college when that was on, and many of the young women he was pursuing in college watched it, and he would watch it as a attempt to bond.
No judgment.
Okay.
But I think like John Corbett was one of the love interests. The sidekick girls didn't get hot guys. Like Cynthia Nixon.
Kim Cattrall did.
Kim Cattrall. There. That's the closest analog to Ellie. She should. Why aren't these women getting these hot boys? Like at the very least, because soap opera stars.
Because Jean Smart dresses like she's a 90-year-old widow. Like, she dresses so stupid. What young, attractive man would want anything to do with her? Except, I guess, the bodyguard she had eventually.
Or any fucking guy working on a soap opera in New York City. Realistically.
I guess.
They should. CBS is soap opera stars. All I'm saying is they
CBS records their soap operas here in LA, though.
This show was filmed in LA. This was not filmed on location in New York City.
I don't know.
Okay. All right. That reminds me of the time somebody once said in a review, in a Boston Legal thing, they're like, I just found out Boston Legal shoots in like, Century City. Why the hell would you set the show in fucking Boston? Like, what the hell if you're not going to shoot there? Interesting. Anyway, much better show. So next time.
Is that a Fox show? Boston Legal? Boston, whatever you just said? Boston Public? Is that a Fox?
No. It was aired by the American Broadcasting Corporation. Though I do believe it was produced by 20th Century Fox Television. Yes.
Okay. Just curious.
The Bush II administration.
You're being awfully goofy about a simple question I asked.
Is it a simple question? Is it a simple question?
We drove by the Fox studios the other day.
Okay.
And I was just remembering that that's where it was, roughly, Century City. Right. Anyway.
I'm being cagey because I thought it was a Rupert Murdoch thing.
Gotcha.
Like,
it is not.
If I were to ask if you were excited about Johnny Depp coming back next year, that would be a weighted question.
Yes.
So mayhaps you should cut this, or you can leave it in, whichever. Maybe. Whatever.
We'll see.
So we'll see next week with Finnegan's Rainbow, Barry Bostwick, Dott.
No more. Yes, Dott.
Okay, we've watched at least one show for onesies where we thought a cast member was leaving, and then they fucking stayed the entire rest of the show and they just weren't on IMDb. I don't know what show it was, but I'm sure it's happened.
But I'm looking at Wikipedia, and it says Faith Prince as Val Brumberg, parentheses, episodes 1 through 6.
Okay. All right. Fingers fucking crossed.
Maybe she went on to do something great.
Probably she was like on stage.
Broadway, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
like, yeah. Okay, well, cool. Um, thank you for listening
Thank you
to
for
this.
listening, folks. Thank you for watching, Andrew. We are almost halfway through. Woohoo!
I
Yay!
wasn't celebrating that yet.
We will see you next week. Thank you for joining us. Andrew, I'll see you in television land.
See you in television land, Emily.